I think the Cowboys are more talented than the Eagles are. Although I think they've got a better quarterback. I think Hurts is better than Dak. Wouldn't you agree, Peter?
Yeah, I did, and now I'm starting to like.
Well, listen, there's a lack of leadership. There's no question. But he did play in a Super Bowl. I mean, the thing with Dak, and maybe it's his fault, maybe it's not, is that Hurts has won way more big games than Dak has.
Well, Hurts is now 2-3 in the
Dak's
playoffs.
Right, but he's at least played in the
He
Super
won
Bowl.
2 games last year to get to the Super Bowl, and they lost by 3 points.
But the way that this year played out was such a bad reflection on all of them. And then last night, I hate to say it, I mean, he went out gutless last night. He didn't show anything.
He doesn't show emotion,
guys,
too.
Not only that, let's just call this what it is. That safety was an embarrassment.
Oh, awful.
I don't know if you guys recall that sequence. The play before that, there was a running play in which he had an opportunity to throw a block to try to free the running back and not have a loss. He completely did nothing. Then the next play, he takes an absolutely unnecessary gamble, scrambling into the end zone and takes a safety they could not afford to give up. I don't know, Don. Like I just feel like we need so long to decide on quarterbacks. It seems like we finally just decided Dak was good this year. I don't know that I'm ready to make the decision on who Jalen Hurts is.
It's funny. So you're not ready to make the decision on Jalen Hurts, and I don't know if I am either. And I mentioned earlier about the Dolphins have to make a decision about Tua. A couple of Dolphin fans attacked me on Twitter. You know, he's been great, but it's all about winning championships. And you've got the thing in the back of your head, which the Giants have to have with Daniel Jones. The guy's had concussion problems. This year he didn't. Thank God he didn't. But he's one hit away, and he has not performed. He didn't perform in the big game against Kansas City. He didn't play well. Jalen Hurts didn't play well, but Jalen Hurts did take you to a Super Bowl.
Now, I didn't ask whether, who is an elite quarterback or who's got a better chance, whatever. I said, who's better, Hurts or Prescott? And right now, I would probably it's not to me. I mean, I think there's flaws in both. And clearly, Hurts seems broken right now, although I think there's a problem with that knee.
And his finger.
And the finger, for sure. And everything kind of fell apart around him. And I could certainly question his leadership because as things are falling apart, he seemed to fall apart with it rather than kind of galvanize the team and make them better. But he's a kid, basically. He hasn't been in the league that long. He did have that run last year to the Super Bowl. And I don't know if he's the answer, but Dak has been in the league longer. He's had great teams and just can't. That was embarrassing what happened.
But Dak had a hell of a year this year.
He did. I mean, again, look at Tony Romo's stats. I mean, there's guys that were tremendous regular season quarterbacks, MVP level quarterbacks that just didn't translate into the postseason at all. And that's where I talk about the pressure of playing for the Dallas Cowboys, to play under Jerry Jones, where you're expected to win championships, and they've been a very, very good team for a long, long time. And all eyes seem to be on them, and you can't say that he's handled it. There's been a lot of postseason failure there. And at least Hurts can say, I've won a couple of playoff games, and I had a lead in the Super Bowl.